It begins. Starting later today, trying to get a head start on my MP. So that's how it is. What the? No. Scrambling to get everything set up before the deadline. Right. See that on profile. Hello. Alright, that's streaming. That should be up. Phone is as good as it can be. What should be chat kind of set up? Yeah, sorry this isn't as lively as usual. But excuse me, sorry about that too. Yeah. Bit of a late setup. It's been a very busy time. Flightship starting.
Can I use your light?
Sure. 2 minutes to go. Sure.
I got to do my homework.
You ask now.
It is not 7 p.m., right?
Yes, it is 6:58. Big difference. In fact, I think it's actually 6:59.
Yeah.
All right, here's the lamp. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Shh. We're starting. I don't know how close we are to 7. 40 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yes, if you remember me, how's it going? Say hi. And there we go. It's connected. Means we can go live. You're live, it tells me. It tells me that I'm alive. That is what it says to me these days. These living days. So I hope it's right. Pretty bad if it's not. Yes, welcome back to this. Hope you all are enjoying yourself. It's alive. That is true. It is. That is a sick reference to the video game Portal. Clearly. Some people vandalize one of Van Gogh's paintings. Dang. That's pretty sad. I don't know. That's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. I don't know why they do that. Maybe they have a good reason, but I don't think that's likely. Who did it and why? I guess good marketing if they were, and they might not have a reason at all. It might be anonymous, in which case, bad marketing. Come on, you're gonna do something like that, and you're not even gonna take advantage of like the publicity of doing something like that. I don't know. The point is that's pretty sad. Yeah. Gonna ask how audio is in the chat. I'm doing it in the chat so that people respond faster and I don't have to deal with stream lag as much. So, you know. Average view duration is currently only 5 seconds. Y'all are failing me. Come on, get some more seconds in watching. As I always say, watch more of me. Some people are doing it for the environment. I don't know how. What's their, like, idea for how it could help? Like, why is vandalizing, like, art? How does that bring about environmental change? What's the method there? What's the conversion rate? What's the deal with this ambulance? This ambulance just, like, screeching its way. Oh my goodness. What are those sirens? Well, you know what? The sirens are ambient. I'm not sure if the microphone even picks up the, like, sirens I'm hearing. Ambient sirens. Excuse me. It's good. The audio. I don't know how that helps the environment. Like, I do think it's a shame. Like, I do think it's a shame. Shouldn't do that to art. Like, I think they glued themselves to the wall, and I think they were arrested. Well, that's a bit too... We hear the sirens. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. These are the walls are thin here. Those are ambient sirens. Someone's getting murdered, and it's pretty neat background noise. That's how I'm interpreting it. Did they actually harm the paintings? Like, if they just came in and taped themselves to a wall, it's not as bad. You know? You know, like... I mean, like, I know theoretically it doesn't theoretically do anything that they're damaged, but still it's sad. I think it's sad still. I don't know. Rambling. It's just... That's the icebreaker for today. Just a little, like, thing to start things off. Welcome to the stream. For context, we're going to be fighting Jevil. I could give more context, but that's honestly unnecessary. Like, come on. That's all we're doing. Good news is, just like when someone threw cake at the Mona Lisa, there was a casing preventing the vandalizers from hurting the painting. That's good. That's good. Who threw cake at the Mona Lisa? They used a can of tomato soup. Yeah. I mean, like, were they intending to hit the actual painting? Because then... I mean... Okay, so I think I get their point, actually. Their point is that the Van Gogh paintings is something that we view as irreplaceable. Excuse the coughing. So I can construct that their point is probably something like, we view these as irreplaceable, but you know what's even more irreplaceable? The environment. And I think that's their, like, point. And that's why they tried to vandalize it. But like, I don't know. That's still just destroying things. So, you know. Not sure how I feel about it. Yeah. So yeah, that's the No, I get that they intentionally threw tomato sauce in. I get that that's intentional. But did they know it was cased? Right? Because I could do that. But if I know it's cased, and therefore know it won't actually be hurt, that kind of changes the flavor of the action, right? Do you get what I'm saying? Also, could you put the the what's it called? What am I thinking of? Oh, I can't do the genocide dance. Can you put the... Why does I blank on this for 30 minutes? Can you put the random pirouette things in front of her? Probably not. Okay. Interesting. You'd think they'd research that beforehand, though. But yeah, I'm just saying... Yeah, if we could put the pirouette things, that would be nice. I'll ramble about this in the meantime. Like, I kind of see their point, and by their point I, of course, mean the point I randomly made up that I think might be theirs. I also... Okay, fixing this. Sorry, something broke about my setup. I gotta fix this for, like... Just give me a few seconds. Don't allow notifications. That should help. Alright. Hold on, I'm pulling up the stream. Alright. Yeah, so, like, it's like... I get the point I made up and I'm now attributing to them. But it's still very destructive. I think, again, like... though, like, if they knew that it was cased, then it's less of, like, it's less... It feels less bad, you know? Because, like... Then they're, like, trying to make their point, but they're not actually destroying it. Still probably not... Still being, like, a bit of a nuisance, though. But, yeah, Turn 1, nothing. Turn 2... Alright, that's enough. I can start now. Hee, visitors. Now we can play. Then, after you, I can play with everyone else, too. So what are we playing exactly? Oh, it's just a simple numbers game. When your HP drops to 0, you lose. So that's the kind of game you want to play, huh? Then I gotta warn ya. You're dealing with a couple of sharks. Shark the shark. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, let the games begin. Let the games begin indeed. Take that, Jevil. Get jevved. And old. We're gonna spend the entire stream, and we're not gonna make any progress. Like, the amount of faith I have in my ability to actually make progress in this is concerningly low. I'm just not very good. Defense dropped. Take that, Jevil. More like Unvol. More like battle. Well, I guess it is a battle. Alright, 3 is lose invincibility phase. I really don't want that. Honestly, I might have Chris defend. Nah, it's only... Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, but we want defense party, a defense increase. Look up it. Devil when Angster walks in. Angel Jester. Oh, like the opposite. Look, can you look up if the defense, if the more defense and less defense thing is permanent? Because I've noticed that it at least sticks around a little bit when I make Jevil have less defense. I'm not sure about the more defense though, because it's really hard to, because it's not as easy to measure that, because I'm usually focused on not dying during that part. Oh yeah, I was gonna defend with Chris so I have enough TP next time while using Brood Buster. I mean, I'm gonna defend with Rosie too. My hearts go out to all you sinners. See, if you can hear me reading the things, that's not gonna last forever because eventually I start getting bad enough that I need to like concentrate. think it's 32 that I need for heal prayer. Alright, and Chris desperately needs that. Chris spun around, Diablo got slightly more tired, and tranquil. The dance defended the party. Rosie cast heal prayer. Let's make the devil knife. I don't like the devil's knife. The devil's knife. More like the devil's strife. Am I right, guys? I don't know if it's permanent. Yeah, that's why I'm asking you to look it up. You have the internet. I don't expect you to know off the top of my head. Top of your head. This is bird. It does nothing. Then next turn is heals random party member. Sorry, heals random party member has the chance of just... I don't want to heal right before the turn where I get to heal a random party member. So we're just going to defend with Rosie and hope he survives. These cartons are really on fire. Oh, I really hope they're not. They were kind of expensive. I don't want to buy new ones. I wonder who it'll heal. Hopefully. Actually, Chris wouldn't be a bad option this time. And we'll use Pirouette. And then after this comes HP Jumbo, so we can then use Heal Prayer then. But I don't want to use Heal Prayer right before, because using Heal Prayer now would make the heal not as effective if it goes to pretty much anyone. But I do want these two to survive, so I'll defend with both of them. If you defeat him in the next 10 turns, can you install the Wheelchair Devil mod? I do not feel comfortable installing mods. I might eventually, because there are some that seem interesting about various things, but it's just something I've never done before, and I don't want my first mod install to be on stream, okay? So I'm going to say no. So the fact that I'm not going to do that anyway. Of course, that's encouraging me to not do well anyway. Alright, Chris got healed. Hopefully Rousey survives. This body cannot be killed! Alright, he did. That's good. You can beat him in the next one. This would be HP Jumbo. We're just going to attack with Chris. We're going to defend with Susie. We're going to use the magic of Heal Prayer on Rousey. We want Rousey to be alive. He takes pretty high priority. That's always sooner than I expect it to be. And like, it's weird because I know that it's always sooner than I expect it to be. But I still don't expect it, if you know what I mean. Haha, having fun, join the club. Okay, okay. That's bad, that's bad. Okay. It's the heals. The heals 30 HP, but that might not be enough. So. Here's the plan. Pirouette. And then we're gonna give. It's Dark Candy to Susie, because then Pirouette will still heal her the full 30, and I'm ensuring someone survives, basically. I meant tries, just to clarify. Oh yeah. And if it's okay if you don't want to install mods. Yeah, I don't want to install mods, really. Again, like, there are some... I was thinking of installing, like, I really want to try some Pikmin 2 mods, but, like, again, I'm still uneasy about it. And also have a lot of video games to play before mods. A little bit of a weird peer strategy sometimes. A perfect 10! And Dark Candy for Susie's to ensure Susie survives. She has the most tank. She has the most tank. Which, I mean, I guess is roughly true, but, like, you know. Yeah, can you look up if the defense things are permanent? Let's see. Turn 1, so it's do nothing, turn attack. Can I do... I don't want to do both, so let's do just heal prayer and Rousey. I was thinking about doing both Rude Buster and heal prayer, but I decided against it. Who keeps spinning the world around? That attack keeps lasting slightly longer. Pirouette. Attack. Use heal prayer on yourself. I was like, please be. Jill's defense dropped. What was it called? Heal prayer. His body cannot be killed. Oh god. No. Oh, god. Alright, next turn. What's next turn? Next turn is defense, party defense increase. If that's permanent, that's amazing. Okay. This might be going a bit overboard. We're using the chocolate diamond on Chris. That might have been not enough board. I should have used a revivement there. Yep, should have used a revivement. Oh god, regretting life choices. That's bad. I think the faintest thing might be permanent. Is that what the wiki says? Can I have a source on that? Oh. And the future is in your hands. That's not the Gaster voice. Using silly voices for Gastro, so we're never gonna get through this. Going out guns blazing, as I always say. We haven't even gotten to his like a special attack thing. Chris went around. Jevil got slightly more tired, and Jevil felt at ease. Jevil's defense dropped. Shall we play the ring around? I'd prefer if we did not play the ring around. I am not very good at the ring around. Smells like chaos. My heart's out to all you sinners. Does that always target everyone because he's going out to all you sinners? Not just like indicating the heart attack? There should be defense up. I hope it's not the bloody bird again because I misjudged or something. Today has defended the party. Let's make the devil's knife. Let's not. I swear, you get like slightly off beat on that thing and it kills you. So this is the bird turn. I'm still going to attack with both of them, but I think I'm going to go for daring, keeping attacking on all fronts. Let's ride the carousel game. Holy smokes, I remembered this time to go up one before I think I have to. This should be huge random party member. Susie's not that hurt, but yeah, no, I think I'll be fine on attacks. She's the most powerful attacker, and she's not that hurt. Alright, and Susie got full healed, so glad I didn't defend with her. You having fun? Join the club. Oh no. Well, maybe I should have defended. So that was heal random part of it. This is HP jumble. Not that it matters. Good. I want Rousey alive. This might be a bad idea. Alright. I'm going to use a revivement on Chris because I really want... Well, I don't want to use quite a revivement because I want... Use the Choco Diamond on Chris. And then Rosie will use Heal Prayer on Susie. Because that should mean that the heals 30 next turn still is good. Who keeps spinning the world around? Oh god, there goes a party member. Alright, now I should be able to pirouette here. And I'm gonna fight with Susie. Perfect 10! And we're... Two of us are up to full health. Aussie's... Well, hopefully he hangs on for a bit. Okay. This is turn 1 doing nothing. We're gonna defend with Chris. And Chris, take a thing. Or Rosie, use a thing on you. Recuperating turn. These are just a simple chaos. Oh god. I don't know why the club zone is getting me so much now. Pirouette. A fight. There was defense dropped. 122, we're getting better. But we might die this turn. I did a bit of a trade there. Chris is still alive. Wow, that's impressive. So impressive that you get a reward of a dark candy, Chris. As well as defending, but also being targeted, so that's a bad sign. Gosh dang, we don't get to add a defense to ourselves. This is dire straits. We need to... Like rid of the Dark Burst of the Rousies. These curtains are really on fire. Gosh dang it. That did not... Okay, next... Revivement on Chris. We are in dire straits. Please don't be Chris. I hate this. Why? Screw you, Jebel. Who decided we should play Deltarune? That was a bad... Who decided we should play Deltarune? This is HP Jumble. Screw it. We're gonna survive. Okay. Good run. Just shows my mom is like 75%. You should probably make your audio a bit louder. Wait, what? Wait? Okay, what do you mean? Which audio? It's a ratio. Gosh dang it. Right? Because, like, unless it's really bad, as in, like, because you can always make all of it louder on your end. No, but both. But you can always increase volume on your, like, on your own thing. I could change the ratio and make it like one of them higher than the other. But like, arguably it won't do much. Cause like, I can't just make it overall louder. I kind of can, but like, you know, it's not really advantageous. Make your voice louder. Okay, we'll change the voices up. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Alright. Great talk. Wonderful. Alright, we're in here. Nope, that's not what I want to do. We need hailing power from. Anything else we can get? Oh, I forgot to equip the Brave Axe. And now it's time for Philip realizes he is a fool. What's the highest defense item there is? Nope, that's not it. Maybe these higher level items to Relicy, so Relicy stops dying so easily. Because Relicy's our healer, we kind of need him alive. We'll keep these on him, on those ones. Iron Shackle also ups defense. Instead of just offense. Oh, during your battle with Pirates, he does not move at all. Oh, it's... yeah, I already knew that. Turkey, is there any better gear I could potentially get that you could inform me about? Okay. I need to look at the things for now, so I'll look back after the next battle. Because now I have to look back up at the chat to remember the turn order stuff. That was a terrible turn. I swear I'll get good at the game eventually. Don't follow these. Show us offense dropped. Shall we play the ring around? Okay. Cast heal prayer. My heart's called to all you sinners. Alright. Pirouette. Defend. Both of you guys defend. Make the devil's knife. Feels like a whirlwind. This is bird, but if that's random party members or... Please, it's just a simple chaos. Smells like chaos. Pirouette. Defend. Defend. Comforting. Gosh dang it. Defense. This is HP jumble. So we're going to use Heal Prayer on Susie. I can do anything. Oh, you really like the devil's knife today. This is Jevil deals more damage. Defend again, but we're going to... I think we should use something a bit stronger than a Heal's Prayer. Let's use the rules. The rules rule. Chaos. And perfect 10. Let's ride the carousel game just in time for the bloody carousel game. No, come on. This was a huge root buster. Take that. Having fun, join the club. Thank goodness. Pirouette. Defend. Magic yourself. Fence dropped. Harsh diamonds, I can do anything. God, why'd I do that? This is invincibility frame loss, so shield for Chris, who keeps spinning the world around. Dang it! This should be a pirouette here. A defend. And a heal prayer on Susie. It's all too much fun. And this should be heals a random party member. Probably. It's the bird, I swear. No! Stupid bird! I hate that covered. I keep slightly miscalculating it. No, and it's the clubs. Oh, God, healing would have... No, oh, come on! Healing's dead. Okay. Good, I'm using the club sandwich. I mean, what else do you do? Let's give the two people who are alive up. I can do anything. Yes, we know. But the thing is, you were so busy figuring out if you could do anything, so you weren't thinking about whether or not you should do anything. So we burned through. That was HP jump. So that was me burning. This means it's HP jump with this turn. I can do anything. I can't believe I did that. We are going to give Chalk Diamond to Chris, and Drowsy is going to get to defend for once. It's all too much fun. Fun is a relative term. Gosh, dang it. Screw it, this one's done. I don't like this run. We're giving up. We're not officially giving up. Alright, I'm giving up, basically. I mean, you could hack in the unused items. No. Gonna watch a video on how to hack them in. No, I didn't want you to hack them in. I wanted to know if there were any that I could buy that I didn't have. Scroll it. We are going to... It's time to stack the deck, as they say. Can only get one of these, and we already have as many of these as we can get, so not very helpful. These give 50 HP. So your shop has 50 HP items and nothing else of value. We have the Dave D Scar. Other than Amber Card, Spooky Sword, and Scarf, no other armor weapons can be guarded. Amber Card, we already have... We have enough Amber Cards that we're filling up all slots not unused. Not used by better items. Distribution-wise... And I have all my high defense items on Rousey. Maybe I should put some on Chris, because Chris is so important action-wise. Rousey dies really easily. Oh wait, we gotta kill this guy as per code. Bye. One non-amber card to each team member. Okay, fair enough. Is there no difference between the white ribbon and the dice price? Well, it increases cuteness, so I'll keep it up. Yeah, we'll have a slightly more well-rounded team. Still trying to fight him. Yeah, of course I am. Not giving up. Just doing a bit of optimization first. You sell dark candy, dark burgers, and the amber turn that you said. Dark burgers are 70 HP. That's the highest HP we can buy. So now let's sell all the things. We have literally all the weapons. We could sell the wood blade. Buy as many amber cards as you can so you can turn them into silver cards. I forgot. Right, you can do combining things. Alright, combining things means I'm not going to sell any of the weapons or armor, because I forgot about combining things. I'm not going to sell the glow shard either. I'm going to have to keep the glow shard because I'm paranoid about them, so I want to keep those. These are worth 40. Top cake, obviously worth quite a bit. The revivements are worth quite a bit. Chocolate Diamond Club Sandwich is great because it's a full team. Chocolate Diamond does a lot, but only for Chris. Rules is just less effective, as are the dark candies. We'll buy amber cards so I can turn them into... It's laughing at me. So yeah, that's the, should be everything. Before I save, is amber cards like... Was it a good idea to spend all of my money on amber cards? I want a confirmation before I save. Nah, you know what, it's fine. Confirmation. Well, we're saving. We will live with the terrible idea of actually listening to Turkey's advice. And maybe I'll actually research what the best items are for Bamford's fight. Smart, but still an idiot. Yeah, I should have remembered that before asking you for advice. I also should have just researched this myself. Should be a lot simpler with Snowgrave, though. Because with Snowgrave, there's pretty much an 100, like you have to fight Spamton alone. Down we go. Hello, Devil. Prepare to die. As the new and improved team is coming at you. We've immediately gotten... Oh, someone's... How is he down already? I got hit by 2 things. Oh my god, we're not going to survive this. Shall we play the ring around? I would really prefer not to play the ring around. Gosh dang it. We should be at... No, this is a bad run. I am going to see if this is where I am. Oh yeah, we are where I thought I was. Can we not make the Devils nice this run? Feels like a whirlwind. All back up standing. Everyone defend. Pirouette, defend. Who will it heal? Now you can't heal an inefficient person. This body can't be killed. That's what I always say when asked about the killability of my body. So that was heal. This is heal jumble. I can do anything. And yet you only seem to do the one thing, which is kill me. This is Chevel deals more damage. We don't want to incur that. It's all too much fun. Right? There should be heal everyone turn. No problem, Susan. Perfect 10. There we go. Those are the numbers I want to see. I did it! Take that, carousel game. You fun, join the club. Okay, I'm not as good at this one as I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I'm not as good at this one compared to the carousel game. That's a trip and a half to say. I'm gonna heal first, Lucy. Because I can. Hearts, diamonds, I can do anything. Gosh dang it, I swear. It's only choking on that one. This will be lose invincibility frames. Who keeps spinning the world around? Gosh dang it. Oh, I could have made that one. Dance defended the party. Kneel prayer. Stress a simple chaos. I don't mean to be doing these like fancy dodges inside. It's just because I forget something and I get nervous. You kids are really keeping up. Oh god. I forgot if I defeat him fast. No, no. Oh, that's bad. Okay. This would have been heal a random party member. Instead, it's Rosie heals himself. I never had such fun. I forgot that there are like attacks that come on if you actually get later in the fight. Because I haven't gotten later in the fight recently. That one would have been HP jumble. I am starting to realize that that was a categorical mistake. I should have given it to Susie. But it actually worked out, huh? Rosie is 45 HP regular heal, but I'm going to use a Dark Burger instead. We're gonna revive the tank. Even the devil's knife is smiling. We're actually progressing through things. Trevor is laughing incomprehensibly. I hope this is the actual pirouette turn. Good, alright, we actually got that right. This is so much worse than clubs, I hate this one. Defend. And we will give a dark... Yeah, we'll give a... I'm thinking about Chalk Diamond, actually. Nah, Dark Burger on Chris. I think Dark Diamond is only useful in Chris, so it's kind of benefit because like you never know, maybe Chris won't ever be the person you really need it for, or you might need that Dark Burger later. But it is more too. Currents are really on fire. So like, you know, I'm using the chocolate diamond on Chris here. It's all too much fun. Okay. Get you two up to some respectable health levels. Curtains are really on fire. Oh, is that what they are now? I thought they were on water. I think this is a good term. Give Chris a dark burger. Probably will you hero player. Chris is getting a dark burger. Halsey's defending. Gosh dang. I can't do this version of the carousel. God, and Chris is down again. Keeps being down on the good terms. Which makes me lose track of which are the good turns. Which is really quite bad. That's right. I think this would have been heal a random party member. No way to check. Then after this would have been HP Jumbo. This would have been Devil Heals more damage. Come on, please. Everything has to come together here. If my counting is off, if I take too much damage here. And... perfect 10! Ha ha ha! I still might die here because, like, I'm still not doing great, but... yeah, Susie's down now again. And Rousey. Okay. One of the good healing options. Because the problem with is healing too. Whoops! Really should have healed someone else. I guess I'll use a Dark Burger on Rousey here. Because I kind of really need to keep Heal Prayer open. Then here we'll use Heal Prayer on Susie. Because this would be lose invincibility frames. Problem with this kind of thing is, yeah, Susie still has low health. Because you start getting into this trap, right, where healing any of the party members isn't actually that useful, because the party members, see you guys before now, but I don't know if anyone is messaging now. I'm going to stream in a new tab, and it shows that no one else is showing. Can someone try to see if it's still bugged? I see the messages from before now, I don't know if anyone is messaging now. Well, I could see that, at least. Okay. That was a good run, but... if you get stuck in this trap where, like, you just don't have the ability to pull yourself out because everyone's so far under that healing them just makes them die immediately. Which is usually why I don't revive people right away after they die. Yes, Chaos, catch me if you can. Party's defense dropped. Shall we play the ring around? Hearts go out to all you sinners. Gosh dang it. Dance defended the party. Let's make the devil's knife. Okay. Smells like chaos. This will be bird. Chaos, chaos. Gosh dang it. I need someone to survive in case this goes badly. Could do anything. This would be HT Jumble. Just a simple chaos. This would be deals more damage. This is basic carousel, so I should be enlightened now to how it works. Now this pirouette. And perfect 10, perfect 10. A perfect 10! And a Rude Buster gotten off. Oh gosh dang it. Okay. Club sandwich. Act. Go attack. Defense dropped. You for a cast. Javel attacked. This is invincibility frames. It's all too much fun. Pirouette. Dance defended the party. Perfect hits. Just a simple chaos. It's bird this time. Kids are really keeping up, which means it's going to be the super hard version of the carousel. Pirouette. Attack. Frowsy gets healed a little bit. Actually, that's actually probably the person I'd want him to heal. Sweat HP Jumble. Really want defend. Well, Susie attack. We really want Rousey to heal for himself. Beauty is joying in my heart. So that was April. This is Jabba, which deals more damage. Which means I am going to give Chris the Choco Diamond, and Rousey is going to defend. Even the Jabba's knife is smiling means it's the harder version. This should be perfect 10. It is perfect 10. These currents are really on fire. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. This is nothing. Please, it's just a simple chaos, targeting everyone. Always defense. Defend, honestly. Heal Fair and Susie. Just a simple chaos. I do not. So that was always defense. This will be invincibility frames. Out. Target is Susie. Yeah, defend the party. Give Chris a Dark Burger. Oh. Smells like chaos. That should be Hugh as a random party member. Oh, bird! Still happens. You can't take it, Jebel. I can't take it. Pirouette. This is it, boys and girls. See ya. So this is like the ultimate attack. And we died. Dang it, that was close. That was so close. We're getting better at this. See the match from before, no, but I don't know. Bye. Okay, everyone left. Okay, so I just got good at it, and everyone just... So the moral of the story is don't succeed at anything. Because then your audience will leave. I can't believe you guys. Alright. Still have 2 hours of the stream left. The discouragement is good. Alright, this is gonna be the fight only run. I'm annoyed that I didn't get the fence down there, so we're doing no strategy this run. Just fighting. Oh wait, I forgot I can also do it for Root Buster, so that's in the spirit of it. Fun, join the club. Okay. There's something relaxing about only having to deal with, like, survival. And not having to do stuff like count the turns. I guess I could also read messages if there were any. Because everyone left. And then I wasted the beginning turn. They're really keeping up, and that's where the run dies. Okay. I don't understand the bloody advanced carriage. Yes. Gotta move you can. Defense lowers. Pad. Everything defend. Gosh dang it. With my mint on Chris, he'll prayer on self. Not enough the pirouettes, gosh dang it. He'll prayer on self. This is the HP level. HP shovel. This is Jebel does more damage, I think. Please be right. No? Okay. Well, this is the end of the run. Bad time for the Javelin Snipe. Okay. Come on. Alright. Beginning is nothing. Then comes defense down. Then comes experience or invincibility frames drops. Then is defense up. Then comes bird. How do I keep screwing this up now? You're here, you know I wasn't this bad originally. Random heal. I'll do back for the next few seconds. You choose to do metamorphosis again. I mean, I guess that is in the subset of anything, but like, this would be HP jumble. Okay, everyone's... This will be Trevor does extra damage. But he cannot be killed. This should be perfect 10. Why the carousel game? Nothing. This should be defense town. Surprised I didn't get it. Yep. This should be gets rid of iframes. This should be defense up. Well, it was nice having Rousey Life for a turn. This should be bird.
I can do anything.
Gosh dang it, come on. Where'd this stupid thing? This should be heals random party member. I think it healed. Not sure who it is. This would have been HP Jumble. This it would be more damage.
I can do anything.
I'm saying them aloud so I don't get the bird thing happening, and this should be perfect 10. Perfect 10.
I can do anything.
Right before this attack. This should be nothing. This should be defense down. There's defense down. Then this is HP, so I don't want that. Even the Devil's Knife is smiling. Then this should be defense up. Laughing comprehensively. Alright, so this should be bird. Just a simple chaos. This should be heal random. It was. It was good. This should be HP scramble.
Chaos.
This should be attack up.
I can do anything.
This should be perfect 10. It is. Oh God, why this one? This should be nothing. This is Boys Are Gonna See Ya. Alright, this is his final attack. I mean, not his actual final attack, it's just his powered up one. Well, we still don't make it though. Alright, try again. Oh, that's bad. We don't have enough. Sorry, I was reckless there. I just need to get to the threshold to get the defense down. Alright, this should be... This should be invincibility frames down. This should be defense up. This should be bird.
I can do anything.
This should be heals a random party member. This should be HP Jumble.
I can do anything.
This should be does more damage. This should be perfect 10. Man, you kids are really came up a good thing to have. For all help for all fun. This should be nothing. I'm not gonna use Root Buster here because I really want defense down next turn. This is defense down. Gosh dang it, come on, come on. This should be gets rid of invincibility frames. Got a bad turn. This should be defense up. Right, that was defense up. So this is bird. Alright, this is it, boys and girls. Alright. Okay. This is heal random party member. Chooses around. Enough, you kids tired me up. Okay. Let's see. So last time was random heal. This is HP Jumble, and I think he's going to do a pretty hard attack this turn. Giving the chocolate armor to Chris. And the dark burger to Suli. HP Jumble. Kidding, it's my final chaos. Oh no. Alright, that was... This is attacks. This is more damage. Chaos, chaos. Come on, come on, come on. No! Come on! That one attack he does is so hard. Yes, I'll persist. I'm close. I can feel it in my bones. Or so logically, that was pretty close. This is really good. Doing another all fighting run because I messed up the first bit. Yeah, messed it up. Okay. I'll persist. We really need... Alright, we gotta defend with Halsey first turn. Chaos, chaos, catch me if you can. Right, pirouette. And attack with both. That's defense down. This would be XP issue. This would be invincibility frames dropped. This will be defense up. This will be bird. This will be heal a random party member. Oh, this has been fielded all the way. Good time to have a full heal, I suppose. Because this one, the one I added. Both down. This is really bad actually, but so this is HP jumble.
can do anything.
Dang it. This is attack up. This should be perfect time. Perfect 10. Can do anything. Gosh dang, I'm losing it. This is nothing turn. This is defense down. This is, oh, that's bad. No, no. This is the end of the run. I should went to the right. Okay. Yep. I want to kill you now. I just need you to die. Chaos, chaos, catch me if you can. Defense down, attack, full force. And so a lot of my strategy is based on me consistently getting that defense down so I can, over the course of the fight, really start being more and more effective. This was experience. This should be defense up for everyone. Like the devil's knife. Is this bird? Hope it's not bird. Gosh, it is bird. I hate bird. This is heal a random party member. This will be HP shuffle. Ozzy is down. This is attack up.
I can do anything.
And this should be heal all. Perfect 10. Rude Buster. Keep spinning the world around. Okay. This is nothing.
I can do anything. I can do anything.
This should be defense down. So too much fun. This is experience or invincibility frame drops. Yeah. Curtains are really on fire. This would be defense up. Kids are really keeping up. This is bird. It's bird. I can tell. I can feel it in my bones. This is heal a random party member. This is HP's Jumble.
Never.
This is more damage. This should be, and I hope it is, pirouette. That was a bad choice on heal prayer.
I can do anything.
This is nothing. And this should be defense down. I really hope it actually is. Thank God.
I can do anything metamorphosis.
This is experience points down.
I can do anything. I can do anything.
This is defense up. Oh, is it just to have a dark burger? This is bird. Oh God, not this is it, boys and girls. If I had known this was coming up, I would have given more healing items. Not given used, I suppose. Okay. Next attack isn't going to be very bad. What items do we still have? We still have club sandwich. It's gonna be. I think we should do Road Buster here, and then just give Susie. Okay. Kid's tired me up. Okay. Just go for himself.
Metamorphosis.
Okay, here's my final carrot. Ah! How is my HP after that? Club sandwich. I think this is going to be a pretty hard hitting attack here, so. No, oh shit. Wait, original carousel? I don't remember what attack turn this is. So we're going all in on damage. This Kern's early on fire. This is just a simple chaos. Come on. Use Bows Butcher. I could do anything. You're still alive. Why are you still alive? Oh, come on. I don't think he'll survive this. Oh, thank God. Oh my god, he's dead. Ha ha, what fun! I hate you. You're fast, fast, strong, strong. But they are yet faster, yet stronger. The hand of the night is drifting forward. Soon the queen returns, and hell's roar bubbles from the depths. Lightners, can you stop it? Vee-hee-hee. Either way, a mischief, mischief, a chaos, chaos. Lightners, from inside your little cell, take me and do your strongest. You got Shadow Crystal. Devil's Knife was added to your weapons. We did it. Oh my god, finally. Devil's Knife is an axe. Buster TV. I'm back. You missed it. We did it. Welcome back. You're back in time for the king. We did it. Skull Emblazoned Scythe Axe. Reduces Rouge Buster's cost by 10. Oh, that is great. Oh, I love that. What else do I try to cook with Rosie? And at just the right time, it seems. What, you didn't want to see me beat Devil? Skull Emblazoned Scythe Axe. It's too, evil. Let the games begin. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. Congratulations, you've done it. I did it again. Now I've beaten Jevil both pacifistically and, murderally. There's only the one thing left to do. Check what happened, because I forgot to check this. What does she say? Nope, I remembered. It's just lose my mind. Apparently, is we got to kill this guy. $40 TV. That's so helpful. Well, not most of the time, but like, long live the king. You one got 0 experience and 98 dark dollars. Right. Alright, let's see. That should be everything. Let's go. Enough, worms! Thou may have cheated through mine puzzles, but in combat thou shalt be scattered about. Come, knaves, prepareth for battle with whatever this is! Huh? It's the enemy from earlier. But its crown looks different. It looks the same. Yes, with my control crown. I may control any disc-shaped life form. Oh no! It looks like it's in pain. It looks the same. I love the mini boxes. These get used more in Chapter 2, but I love the mini dialogue boxes for like quick asides. Yes, the control crown is painful, but I'm certain this creature will feel its relief when it sees how much more pain thou will be in. Here it comes again. Checkers. There's no use actually fighting this guy, I'm pretty sure. K round, attack 9, defense at 3. Watch out for its flying king attack. Also, you need to get the crown off of its head. Let's do Susie's idea. Susie, you want to act? Oh, what's your idea? Well, how do I say this? I kind of need you for this one. That's fine, Susie. I'll help. You want to apologize to it for earlier, right? Nah, I just need you to stay still. Chris, we gotta get that crown off its head. Help me throw Rousey at it. Press C to determine the angle. Now, sending Rousey... Press C to determine the power. Missed. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can throw Rousey into the C round. The ground loosened a little. Oh, that'll loosen it. See, we can't. We need. It's a delicate balance. We need to make sure we throw Rousey into C round, because we need to cause as much pain as possible. If we just hit the crown, then we won't be as evil as we could be. That, for all of you who forgot, because we were just a devil for a while, we're trying to be evil. So we're throwing Rousey into the thing. I'm sure I'm sure the throw does at like more if I actually like aim it at the crown. But it's so much more fun to just yeet. Like, it's not about being effective, it's about being evil. Like other things that we could do that would make us more effective but less evil is get the spin cake. But that's considered a nice thing, so we're not allowed. Just saying that again to taunt everyone with the spin cake being a possibility. I mean, a non-possibility, but you know. We got him. 23 Dark Towers. Ellipses. Ellipses. Why, brilliant! Just brilliant! I knew you couldst do it, thou great heroes, thou. Thou seest, that was merely a friendly test of thine abilities. But thou hast won, and now nothing blocks thine path. I, personally, could not be less of an instruction. But you, walk me with you, heroes! Any secrets, Turkey, before we go on to the final fight? Wall banners. They seem to have been through some kind of struggle. Ridges. They shine with avarice. It's a throne. It seems to have been damaged in a struggle. That's a bad sign. Lancer was up here. Alright, Turkey. Any last secrets to find before I go in? We're gonna beat the king pretty quick, so like, say it now or forever hold your peace or whatever. Alright, we've given the go-ahead. Then let's go ahead. Hey, there's Lancer. Father! Lancer, my son. Have you dispatched the Lightners as I commanded? No, but I did even better. It turns out we don't actually have to fight them. They said they could just talk to you and they're alive. Yes, and I think you'll like them a lot. There's Susie. She's very purple and strong. And where are they now? Hey. It's nice to meet you. Lancer. Lancer, my son. Yes, father? Do you remember what I told you? Don't get too attached. You have failed. They have poisoned you with their sentimentality. Free yourself, Lancer. They care not for you. Their only goal is to destroy a glorious fountain. They are scum. No, they aren't. What did you say? Let him go. You want me to let him go? Then how about this? I'll drop him off the edge and let him splatter. Unless you will kneel and learn your place. What will it be, Lightners? But don't listen to him, Susie. He'll. Now watch, Lancer. See what happens when you befriend Lightners. What the? You traitor! Come back here! Alright. Enough is enough already. Who the hell do you think you are? Oh god. To my people, I am a hero. To you, I am the bad guy. King blocks the way. How dare you come here, Lightners? Darkness pours from the fountain. Susie, use Rude Buster. You that left us in the shadows, stripped of meaning. The battlefield is rumbling. You dare return to torment us once again. Using the Rude Buster strats. Begone! We have found fresh purpose. Oh no. Darkness pours from the fountain. For the night has appeared. If I die at the king, you all have permission to laugh at me. Battlefield is still rumbling. This is the Rude Buster. The knights that pose the fountains from the earth. Holy fountains, whose shadows are creating a new world. Our world. Ha ha ha, do you see now our new purpose? Darkness pours from the fountain. Soon this world shall be blanketed in darkness, and darkness shall rule it. Then you may see what it is like to live in despair. Now enough talk. Fall before the chain of justice. I think we just killed him. We did it! I see. You are much stronger than I envisioned. Lightners, perhaps I have been too cruel. The truth is, I was not always this way. There once was a time where Doctors and Lightners lived in harmony. A time where Doctors could fulfill their purpose in peace. It would be a lie to say that I, too, do not yearn for those days. Perhaps you young ones are right. Please let us put away our weapons. There must be a peaceful solution to all this. Come now, Susie. I'm glad you're starting to realize, Mr. King. None of us really want to fight. If you can just tell us about your worries, I'm sure we can all be friends, Mr. King. Yes, friends. That sounds lovely. A fake cough this time. My apologies, I am not used to fighting like that. My body is getting weak. Oh, don't say another word. Rosalie, no. There, you should be all healed up. How do you feel? Let's see. Never better. Oh man, you. Did I say you could get up? Chris, notably, this is an action Chris takes without our input, as anything that Chris does that is not us specifically. If I don't press a button to make it happen, then it is Chris's decision. Oh, spare me the heroics. You're the leader, aren't you? So what's your plan? To laugh as you cast us all back into obscurity? You can't even say? Young one, let me tell you a secret. Quiet people piss me off. Hey, get away from my friend. Or what? Surely you must realize how exhausted I am, Lightner. Any hit from you would kill me. Why not do it, Lightner? Kill me and show my son how much you really care. Nah. So what's your plan, then? To talk me to death? You stupid, stupid Lightner. You honestly think you have any way to convince me not to kill you? Just wait a second. Wait for what? Huh? Why am I suddenly so sleepy? Why you little? You sweet little pumpkin. Hey Chris, you alright? That was close, Susie. I'm surprised you remembered my pacify spell. Hey, come on. I never forget something I made fun of you for. Yeah, friendship. Chris, Susie, I'm sorry. Because I healed the king, we almost... Susie, you were right, I was foolish to think we could act so soft to everyone. This isn't a world where kindness always wins, is it? It's complicated. Yeah, sometimes there's people you just gotta fight. Well, if you never let your guard down, then you might just hurt someone you care about, too. Everyone, you're okay! Lancer, hey. Sorry, I kind of beat up your dad. That's okay. It happens. Oh, it even looks like he's having a beauty nap. That's good. He seemed cranky. Man, you could say that again. Lancer, what's that noise? Oh, I actually came to warn you, clownlings. I informed the guys you were fighting my dad, but instead of eagerly volunteering to help you, everyone just caught the freakouts. Now they appear to be, breaking through the door to the throne room. Well, that's not the best. I'll get a proper voice for Susie one day. Chris, Susie, it seems they must hurry to the fountain. No time for goodbyes, huh? Yes, of course no goodbyes. We're bad guys, so we only have bad byes. You've learned a lot, huh? Only from the best of the worst. Okay, I'll go stop the door. Later, dude. Susie, Chris, if we must say goodbye, then, I just wanted to say Smart's leaving again. I really enjoyed meeting you two, and... Hey, can you stop mumbling into your hat for a sec? I can barely hear you, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. Chris, Susie, I hope I can see you again soon. Next time, I'll make you lots of yummy cakes, alright? Yeah, sure, dude. Haha. Let's go, Chris. Let's go back. We've got to go, Chris. There's no time. We did it. We did it. We did it. Is this the fountain? Don't know how, but it feels like we stumbled into something really important, didn't we? Well, there's no time to think about that now. Right now, it's time to go home. Right, Chris? You stood in front of this fountain. Your very soul was glowing. Whoops, we skipped some of that. It's probably fine. Less reading from my dying throat. I don't even know what's wrong with it. It's just been acting up all day. Kind of lucky we had mostly a fight screen today. Well, what happened? I can't see anything. Hey, watch it. Uh-huh. The unused classroom? How'd we get here? Hey, Chris. What just happened? Like, that wasn't a dream or anything, was it? Anyway, as I was saying, let's just tell Alphys we couldn't find any chalk. It's a yellowed, poorly drawn picture of a green turtle. It's signed Alvin. Playing cards spill out of a deck in the closet. It's a light switch. It's a worn-down stuffed animal. The door is locked. It's a checkerboard. There are pawns strewn on it. Man, the sun's already setting. Everyone else must have gone home by now. Guess alphas don't know better than to ask us next time, huh? Well, guess we should go. See you later, I guess. Chris? Let's go back there tomorrow, alright? We did it! We did. The door is locked. Door is locked. Info ball of junk, a small ball of accumulated things. Not too important, not too unimportant. There's a small shard of something in your pocket. It feels like glass, but... You look through the glass. For some strange reason, for just a brief moment, you thought you saw through your hand. Man, the water fountain, it's lukewarm. Do you like breathing, moving fast, with or without legs? But usually with legs? Join the cross-country team with Jockington and Noel. Locker is locked. It's this whole deal again. Hey, I forgot we can go in here. This tutorial is written in cursive on the dry erase board. Seems like it hasn't been erased in a very long time. It's a poster of several basic shapes. Circle, oval, square, hyperdodecahedron. Some kind of teacher food. It's a computer. Its desktop wallpaper is you and your brother dressed up for Halloween 8 years ago. Some kind of primitive sculpture. Who knows what it represents? The Throne of the Gods. It's a primitive drawing of your mom. Kids' books. Some of them used to be yours. Pretty sure there's nothing new here. You check the time. It seems to not be time for class. Computers turned off. Everything felt peaceful for a moment. Bunch of roses. Bunch of roses. Looks like motivational points for... Yeah, same thing. Yeah, we have half an hour to explore before we have to go back. Chris? Whatever have you been doing? I sat in the car waiting for you after school for half an hour. I called, and you never picked up. You had your poor mother worried sick. Chris, I am afraid I'm going to have to punish you. Huh? A friend? You were spending time with a friend? Chris, I will make an exception this time. You can continue your adventures a little longer, but when you return home, you're going to have to go to bed earlier. See you soon, honey. Alright, Townie segment. The library. You! Chris, you survived Susie. I was getting worried. Now you can finally pay off your family debt. How to Draw Dragons is 2,583 days overdue. However, Chris, I'm a benevolent volunteer assistant. If you turn it in this week, I'll reduce your fine to a mere $64.23. Consider it, sis. Ah, did you forget what it looks like? The front is, perhaps, a mauve dragon wearing lipstick. And as for her clothes, I believe they are, well, you know, Chris. I think I know it when you see it. Chris, what's up? Caddy's working, so I'm starting on our project. I've already copied a bunch of pictures. It's the same picture of a soccer ball 73 times. You could say I'm having a ball. Ha ha ha. Gotta go to college. Go Tem Stubby. Hard. She's reading a comic full of hot demon guys. There's an anime reel. Read it? Yes. Teen's Corner. On the tune of you. Mew Mew Kissy Cutie 2. This reviewer had Mew Mew Kissy 2 as her first exposure to the series. And let her tell you, it makes Mew Mew 1 look like a dumpster with sparkly cat ears. I don't know if this is actually my Alfie's voice. With a darker storyline and more mature themes, the second one treats the viewer like a real adult. Instead of an animal that will die if it goes to 10 seconds without seeing a beach ball. Not to mention, Mimo's character in the first one is more stale than the ramen I eat at home by myself with the lights off. Teens and older should check out this dark masterpiece. Signed, the Anonymous Yellow Lizard. Which is different from Undertale, where she hates you. There's a crude drawing of an ice cube wearing a headband. The teen zone, where teens can be kids. A feeling of immense relief washes over you. There's a book here. You look at the page. It's delicious. This must be what they meant by flavor text. It's an unlabeled book. You look inside. Oh, I accidentally returned my personal journal instead of my book. Oh no, they're putting it into their catalog. Oh no, I have to take it out every time I want to write a new entry. Please remember my name. Please, I wrote a book to help you remember. By Hot's Fire Guy, which I think is different from the guy in Undertale that wants to remember his name. Ward of the Hammer. First in the award-winning fiction series by a lauded historian, Gerson Boom. I love reading books, especially the books upstairs. You should really read them. You look through the window to the computer lab. There seems to be a dog inside working at a computer. Seems like it's making a game. Seems like you shouldn't interrupt it. Seems like when the game is finished, you can go in. You just have to trust the dog. You look through the window to the computer lab. Now the dog is just playing the maracas. It's not doing any work. This might take a while. I wonder what's down here. It's locked. Well, that's interesting. Chris, what a pleasant surprise to see you here. And on a school day. There must be a reason that you came here at such a time. I, Father Alvin, implore you, if you have anything weighing on your mind, please speak. Fruit juice. Chris, if you want some of our sick fruit juice, you should come to our service. Our choir sounds a bit thinner since your brother went away. Chris, it would be wonderful if you would sing with us, or even participated to any extent, instead of just trying to drink the fruit juice. Chris, what a pleasant... I understand. I hope in time you may find the words you seek. While the angel's power light your way. Here's a memorial bench. Throughout my career, some of my best ideas came from dreams. Take a rest here if anyone asks your writing. Scott Shira, a karaoke microphone for a brave singer. Muller, a big bone for the leader of the pack. Crystal, a snowy gemstone for a proud mother. Gerson, renowned historian, author, and teacher. I don't remember if we can, like, trigger something with Alvin here. The mayor's charisma is about 0. No, it's negative. But she works hard and has a good track record, so she runs unopposed. That's politics. Rarely. It's a small pine tree. Painting of the town. I'm sorry. The mayor is busy right now. If you need to see her, please try causing some terrible crisis. Oh, your teacher. If you don't like her, please blame your mother for getting her hired. Hey, short stuff. Why would you possibly need to talk to the mayor? Your allowance too low? Ate too many candies? Watched your frisbee in the wash? Hey, short stuff. That's what the cops are for. What, don't talk to you like you're a kid? Fine. If you need someone to change your diaper, go ask the cops. How am I supposed to get past this blue lady? I'm stuck. I guess I'll just run away. Police Chief Undyne is supposed to be directing traffic, but all she's doing is standing in the middle of the street yelling, "Get out of my way." She's the best, huh? I really feel really directed. Oh my god, I don't have the voice for this one. You know what? I don't have the voice for Undyne. We're doing monotone. Hey, punk, get out of the road. We're doing monotone, so I don't hurt my voice for it. You're blocking traffic. Oh wait, it's just Asgore's kid. Sorry, I'm a little all worked up lately. This job is so boring. Nothing ever happens in this town. I just wish something would shake things up. Huh? You got something to report? The dark world. What? There's a dark world inside the school? Sure, kid. There's no law against dark worlds anyway. That's a job for the school board. Alfies? Who's Alfies? No idea who you're talking about. Why, did they do something illegal? Gotcha. If I see Alfies, I'll tackle them. Foo, they're as good as dead. Oh, you want to help me? Sure, punk. Get someone to rob the bank so I can suplex them. Wait, do we even have a bank? Hey, get someone to build a bank. Don't do anything illegal, you little punk. Let me know if you get a lead on any purple girls. There's one wanted on several counts of comic mischief. Oh, it's you. Are you here to play the piano? Patrons get here from here, but I'll enjoy it, whatever. Trunk. I see most of its good keys. Usually play the piano a bit more beautifully. Is everything okay? You do seem a little sick. It's one of those sliding bead toys that naturally spawn inside doctor's offices. The beads march grimly along their set path. Castle's white wizards relegated me to the healing chamber. My blood is boiling for battle. Cupboard. A very small obligatory piano is hiding inside. It's a regular sink. It's a clone of the other sink. Perhaps there was originally one tall sink that was caught both in time. Yeah, we're there. Classic one of them kills. Alright, we don't need to be this thorough. Huh, Dad, I can't just say that to her. Oh my god, I'd die. I'd literally die. Well, sweetheart, first time I laid eyes on your mother, I walked right up and told her she was a hot piece of work. Really? Yeah, she slapped me so hard I blacked out. Oh, coughing, I relate to that. Dad, that doesn't help at all. Anyhow, how's Dragon Blazers 3? Beat it yet? No, I'm still at the Ice Palace. I've been kind of waiting to finish it with you, Dad. Well, maybe you shouldn't wait. Dad? You should bring it here. I'm bored as hell. Ha ha ha. Fine, you win. I'll bring it next time. Oh, it's getting late. Guess I better go. I've got homework. Oh, that's the group project voice. Bird guy again? What's his name? Nerdly? It's Birdly. He's not that bad, Dad. I'll kick his ass. Dad, you're not even supposed to get up. Bring him by the window. I'll throw something at him. Goodbye, Dad. Bye, honey. Oh, hi, Chris. Chris? Oh, so you're just gonna use the sink, huh? Come on, Chris, be a little friendlier. No. Alright, that's evil enough. That counts as evil, right? Knocked on the door. Someone's through the window. They just closed the blinds. The police aren't really feeling it right now. Police David's walking the way. Tape survey says nah. I like the vibe of the waitress here. Maybe I should sign up too. Server needs wouldn't really suit a fire alarm. If I got nervous, I'd just melt all the ice. Ironic, because I grilled me. Do you remember when I used to skip the first hour of class to come here? You were fine, but I almost had to repeat the year because of it. Those crepes were mad worth, though. Delinquency is the best condiment. Dude, if we didn't bring Gerson our leftovers, I bet I would have failed hard. If I just served coffee. Nah, that sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen. Wolf does not like ice and drink. Wolf likes ice. To be drink. Wolf also likes ice-themed mascots. Looking at my rugged body, you must wonder what kind of secrets I hold. My secret is I put all my leftover pancakes in this giant hat. Ooh, I sure love pancake. Hey there, haven't seen you in a while, hon. Remember back on Sundays after service, you and your family would come in and order the special? Of course, things happened, and then y'all stopped coming together. But every Sunday, you and your brother would still come in. He'd order you a hot chocolate, and you two'd sit down at that table in the corner, drawing shapes in the window with your breath. You must really miss him, huh? Here, how about this? You got the hot chocolate. On the house, huh? Chocolate topped with homemade marshmallows in the shape of bunnies. Drop it. Drop it in front of her. Threw the hot chocolate on the ground like the piece of trash it is. Don't be a stranger now, alright, hon? That might have been pointlessly self-destructive, but I guess evil is that. We'll take the special. Do you have any edible glitter? The youngest one won't eat anything if it doesn't look like treasure. In a pinch, sprinkles will work too. You're alive. Nice. I'm working. This uniform's mandatory. Ice me up, boss. Entrance is locked, no one's inside. It seems like all the employees are outside in costume. Would you be interested in trying some of our many 24 Pezza flavors? We've got normal, cheese, ice, gravy, double ice, pepperonis, and more. Stop down at Icy's Pezza. Oh god, someone's actually here. Icy's Pezza, your #1 spot for piping hot piece of cheese Pezza. Hey, wait a second. I recognize you. Little buddy, it's me. Want to chat for a minute before I lose my mind? No. It's fine, little buddy. You don't have to watch me suffer. Just enjoy your freedom while it lasts. Alright, we didn't entertain Burger Pants with conversation. It's Sans. Hey, look who's walking around. How are you, kid? It's great to see you again. Yeah, it's real nice, isn't it? Especially considering I've never met you before. The name's Sans the Skeleton. I'm new in town. What's up? Behind me? Yeah, that's the grocery store. Unfortunately, it's closed. What a pain. Wait, no, this is morphing into Sonic. I really wanted to buy some milk, so I went out to complain to the guy who runs it. What's up? We just moved here, so I hardly know anyone. Well, I got anyone I should know better? Me. Whoa there, Tiger. No, that's the wrong one. You know what, we'll work out Sounds' voice when we get to him the next time. You can't just jump straight into a friendship. It takes time. Alright, that's enough time. Take this. Call it whenever you feel like. Got Santa's number. What's up? Oh, you got something better to do? Me too. Anyway, I'll be just standing here doing nothing. Hey, bud. Are you busy tomorrow? I need some help with something. It'd be great if you could come over. I live just next door, you know. Well, that's disappointing. Alright, let me sweeten the deal for you. If you come over, I will personally not even be there. It'll just be you and my little brother. Since he's new here, he needs friends. Anyway, thanks for agreeing to hanging out with him. See ya. No response, but the distant trousel of bones. Who are you, the human that lives at the top of the town? Wow, my mommy told me all about you. Does it hurt to be made of blood? Well, that sounds like the mark of a beginner. Come back when you've gotten better at knocking. Yo, Chris, you survived Susie, haha. I mean, I never saw her beat up anyone up, but I'd be careful. Like one time me, Snowy, and Darkington were playing handball, and she just kept creepily watching us from the corner. Then when the ball rolled over to her, she just froze solid, and kicked the ball as hard as she could right into Officer Undyne's car. Then Undyne came out, smiling, cracked her knuckles, and totally wiped us at handball. Anyway, Susie sucks, Chris, haha. Yo, Chris, you look kind of annoyed. Everything okay? You can calm down now, dude. Susie's not here, haha. Huh? You look even more annoyed. Also, since we don't control Chris's expressions, we can assume this is real. Oi, Snowy, what did I tell you about knocking on the door so hard? Don't do it. It's really gonna hurt your face. We don't have arms, you hear? Who? You're lucky, Chris. You got to miss class with Alfie's. It's not fair, ha ha ha. If I skipped class, my dad would never let me hear the end of it, ha ha ha. That's actually not even remotely funny. Who? You're lucky, Chris. You got to miss class with... Alright, that's the same thing. Need to get to Noelle and Onion saying at least. Oh, Chris, you're okay. I was really worried when you didn't come back. Where did you go? Did you skip class? Well, don't worry about it. I'm the cool teacher, you know, they're not in trouble. Well, let me know if you need anything. Do we need anything? Is there anything we can get from her? Oh, Chris, did you want to talk about something? Sauce is interesting enough. It's for my kitty Mew Mew. She's a perfect angel. Huh? What does she look like? Well, I've never actually seen her, but ever since I started putting out milk, it's been disappearing. So I like to think that there's a cat. My cat. Oh, Chris, did you want to talk about something? These flowers, they're from your dad. He always knows how you're doing in school, then gives me a bouquet of them. After that, he always gives me flowers. Really makes me wonder if he likes the awesome comics on him. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of a superhero, Chris. He's huge and could kick my ass. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Mildly creepy. Alright, kitty close end of stream time, so I'm going to skip over. I'm going to do my evil things first, and then I'm going to go. Oh, hi, Chris. Do you need help with your homework again? I know you were having trouble last time, so, I actually got a few things ready for you in case... Oh, wait, sorry. I can't right now. I've got my house key again, and... Sorry, Chris. I'll help you later, if that's okay. See you at school, Chris. Chris? Did you want to talk about something? Susie, that's right. You were with Susie. When you didn't come back to class, I was worried, but everything turned out okay, I think. Chris, can I ask something? If that's okay? Susie, I'm kind of curious what she's like, you know? I mean, who doesn't wonder about her? She never talks to anyone. So, Chris, could you tell me about her? If that's okay? Terrible. We gotta slander Susie. She's what? She smashed you against the lockers? Gosh, Chris, I'm really sorry. That's just awful. I thought Susie was good, just... Maybe it would take someone special to find her good side. But she really is terrible, isn't she? Chris, I'm so sorry you have to go through this. In fact, I wonder if Alfie's would let us switch partners. I mean, you know, so you wouldn't have to be the one who, gets to be slammed into lockers and stuff anymore. Wait, I don't think I phrased that correctly. Feel like? Wait, you definitely wouldn't know that. I don't know that. Alright, so that's... okay, key... I don't ask my mom for the keys? I mean, you know, she don't like what your brother when she's working. Don't worry, okay? I'll just be able to go over to Caddy's. Chris, are you feeling alright? Normally you're not so talkative. Oh, I don't mean to sound like something's wrong with you. Chris, is something wrong? Why did you go to the hospital to see my dad? I mean, I'm sure he appreciated it, but, gosh, I'm sorry, Chris. Forget I said anything. Do you want to meet Bad Dummy? I'm afraid no one's home right now, darling. That's about time. Okay, we don't have time. Gotta do something with that, or... Dum-de-dum. Oh, someone there. Just a moment. I've almost finished watering these flowers. I can't believe this is the voice we're doing. Here we are. And here we are. Howdy, how can I? Oh, Chris. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot if you don't like hugs like that. Sorry, I'm skipping most of your stuff. I can put the egg inside here. I don't think I'm going to. I want to deliver his flowers, actually. If I just leave, will he, like, ask her about it? There he does. Before you go. Sorry, I've been on a time limit. Here, for your mother. Our secret. You got the bouquet of flowers. Have a great day, Chris. Okay, it was thrown away. Say, Chris, I was thinking. No, he doesn't react to that either. As when Nazro comes home, we could always do my treat. Doesn't that sound yummy? I could put the egg in his fridge, but that would be giving him food, which I have declared not evil. So we're not doing it. Not going to talk to any more of these people. Because we are running out of time in the stream, and I got to wrap up by 10. And my voice is hurting, and I want to start chapter 2 tomorrow. Hey, there, you noticed? You were... It's me! You know me, right? Of course you do! I'm you popular. I just don't have any friends. But it's okay, you here? Because you're here. Will you be my friend? No. And that's Onion said. I think that's all the terrible things I wanted to do today. Now let's go home. Welcome home, honey. Did you have fun with your friend today? By the way, I just finished baking a pie. If you go to bed, it will be cool when you wake. But do not eat it all this time, alright? It's the TV. It doesn't seem to even be plugged in anymore. Chris, what is it, honey? Pie. Chris, since only you and I are living here right now, it feels just a bit lonely, does it not? But fortunately, sharing a warm, freshly made pie is the perfect cure for such a condition. As long as I get to eat some, of course. Chris, what is it, honey? Chris, honey, you have grown up so much. Someday soon you will be going off to university as well. Remember when you were little? You asked when your horns were going to grow in? So we bought that headband with the little horns on it? Oh, you wore it for months. Whatever happened to it? Chris, what is it, honey? Remember that video game you and Azrael used to play? What was it called? Super Smashing Fighters? When he was very little, he loved the green lizard from that. We even had a birthday party for him themed around it. Your father painted all the eggs with spots as decoration. Oh, your brother loved it. Until the next day, your father cooked them all for breakfast. Your brother just kept crying. Ever since, he's hated that book about eating green eggs. What references? Hello. You have reached the hotline for idiot babies. Please there's 1 for idiots, 2 for babies, and 3 for idiot babies, and 4 for none. Ah, you're an idiot baby. To tell you the truth, I'm one too. Let's try our best, okay? Phone is ringing, but you can't get it. You're already on the phone after all. But it's still cooling. Photos on the fridge. It's of you, your mother, and your brother. Can I flush the toilet more? Hawkins on the sink. There's a can of Ice Cream's Cool Boys body spray. Spray for the boys. Flamin' hot pizza flavor. Seems to be almost entirely full. Imagine you don't want a flaming hot anything on your body. Chris, is everything alright in there? Chris, what are you doing? I think this is the same flavor text dialogue. Chris, if anything bad happens, you are paying for the plumbing bill. Yep, and I think I can call... here. Hello, Dreamer residents? Who might this be? Chris? Do not make me come over there. It's only you. Menacing. The door is locked. There are crayons in the drawers. Their labels are faded long faded, and there's no green. Cactus, there's not much to say about it. Many books. Tales of Snails, a storybook. Snails don't have tails. Sign of Revolution. The snails have a garden? No, not really. Signed copy of the history of human monsters by Gerson. We already did this. Much change? It's a computer desk. There's many boxes under it filled with old books. CDs under the bed. Classical, jazz, religious, ska. It's also a game. Right, is that... Except for very old school Eddie with an embarrassing haircut. Nothing useful in the drawer. Clothes drawer. Shred rag on the rusty room. I think that's everything, except for exploring the town, but we don't have time for that. We did all the bad things that I wanted to do. If you go to bed, this chapter of your adventures will end. Will you go to bed? Yes. You decided to go to bed. Oh, thank goodness I can... Done talking. Oh wow, night. You could even say it's the night. Do you get the joke? I'm kidding. Not really a joke when you think about it. Chris, what are you doing? I'm not doing this. Well, that looks fun. Huh. Yeah, I can move here. Look at me go. Red eyes and a knife. It's pie time. It's pie. Deltarune. We had to have enough time to listen to the credits too. Enough time to listen to the credits. It's a great theme. So I hope all zero of you liked this.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the
As always, there's links in the
with
description.
the truth, the promise in our heart. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
To be continued. To be continued. The next chapter of the Flightship. Deltarune Chapter 2. Interesting. Well, that was it. Check the links out in the description. I mean, you know, they're links. No one's here, but Hope people still had fun. See you next time. Whoops. See you. Bye. Oh, stop it. Oh, and we should probably also stop the stop